Without further ado, here is your guide to ninth grade planning. Before we begin going through the schedule, there are a few things we ask students and parents to keep in mind. There's something for everyone. Syosset High School offers a variety of courses, electives, and extracurriculars. Syosset High School has 4 years of on-ramp advancement opportunities. There are several opportunities to take advanced courses throughout high school. It is not necessary to begin in grade 9, if at all. Advanced courses are not for everyone, and that is okay. Honors is a course title, not a type of student. Taking one honors course does not mean you have to take all honors courses. Different course levels are offered to target students' specific strengths and passions. Honors courses are not for everyone, and that is okay. Be kind to yourself and create a balanced schedule. Grade 9 is a transition year. Consider all that your child will be adjusting to and do not overload them with too much in their first year of high school. We ask students to reflect on their experience taking Regents classes in 8th grade and the transition to a heavier workload. Then, keep in mind that all core classes will be Regents level in addition to any other extracurricular activities your child might participate in. Time management is important. And finally, listen to your teachers' and counselors' recommendations. We know your child, we know the high school program, and we care about your child's freshman experience. This is a sample schedule. This sample is used to show what and how classes will fit into your child's 9th grade schedule. It does not indicate the class order. All students will take English, social studies, math, science, and physical education. All science classes have a mandatory lab component, which is a full period alternating class. We will review this information later in the presentation. Students who are currently in a world language will continue with their language requirement. Students will then have space for other graduation requirements, such as the arts and electives. We will begin with English. Students can choose between English 9 Enriched or English 9 Honors. Honors courses have a more rigorous curriculum. Honors courses tend to be more independent and require many hours of studying outside of the classroom. Assignments and tests are not based on memorized facts from readings. Instead, they are reading comprehension based and require document analysis. English honors will include high levels of literature and writing expectations. We encourage students to take honors courses in subject areas that they excel in and are passionate about. The red arrow indicates our first example of an on-ramp, in which a student can take English 9 in 9th grade and opt to take an honors course in 10th grade. Next, we have social studies. Students can choose from Global History 9, AP World History 1, or AP World History. AP, or Advanced Placement courses, are college-level courses. Taking an AP course in high school can be a similar experience to taking a Regents course in middle school. Similar to an honors course, AP courses have a more rigorous curriculum. AP courses will require a high level of independence as well as many hours of studying outside of the classroom. Again, assignments and tests are not based on memorized facts from readings. Instead, they are reading comprehension based and require document analysis. We have 2 AP options for World History. The first, AP World History 1, is a part 1 of 2. AP World History 2 is the continuation and would be taken in 10th grade. The second, AP World History, combines all the information shared in AP World History 1, taken in 9th grade, and AP World History 2, taken in 10th grade, into 1 year. Imagine cramming 2 years worth of work into 1. Again, our red arrow indicates another on-ramp in which students can take Global History 9 in 9th grade and opt to take an AP course in the 10th grade. We will continue on with math. Students who are currently in Math 8 will continue into Algebra 1. Students who are currently in Algebra will either be recommended for Geometry or Geometry Honors. All math courses offer a support class. Please keep in mind that academic supports are a full period alternating course, which means students will need to block off space in their schedule to incorporate the support. Next, we have Science. Students who are currently in Science 8 will continue into Earth and Space Science. Students who are currently in Earth and Space Science can choose between Living Environment or Living Environment Honors with Research 1. All science classes have a state-required mandatory lab component. Science labs are a full period alternating class. Students can think of this as having a double period of science every other day. In addition to the lab component, Living Environment Honors has a mandatory research component. Research 1 is also a full period alternating class. Students who opt to take Living Environment Honors can think of this as having a double period of science every day. World Language. Students who are currently in a world language are already working on their language requirement for high school. Students will continue in the language they are currently in. For example, a student in Chinese 1 will continue to Chinese 2, French 1 to French 2, and so forth. Students can choose between Level 2 or Level 2 honors. Students taking honors should have a strong foundation and understanding of the language and are looking for ways to challenge that knowledge. Students can opt to take an additional language as an elective, but are encouraged to complete their language requirement first. All students are required to take physical education all 4 years of high school. Students can choose between general PE, aquatics, or dance. General PE will be similar to the PE experience in middle school, exploring a variety of sports and exercises. Aquatics is available for strong swimmers. Students in aquatics are expected to be in the water every other day and should only take a class if they are comfortable with that expectation. Students taking aquatics are prepared for the lifeguard training course. Dance is available for all skill levels, including beginners. Students in dance will be moving and grooving every other day and should only take this class if they're comfortable with that expectation. We encourage all students to take lunch. Again, we ask students to reflect on their experience taking Regents classes in the 8th grade and to transition to the heavier workload. Lunch is a great place to refuel, recharge, and reconnect with friends. Lunch is also a great time to connect with teachers, as high school teachers offer office hours during lunch. The next two sections we will review are the graduation requirement for the arts and electives. The two worksheets displayed on the screen were provided to all students and will be available on our school website as well as our 8 to 9 transition planning Google Classroom. I want to note that the courses on the 9th grade planning worksheet, highlighted in purple, satisfy the requirement for the arts. The 9th grade Syosset High School Departmental Electives worksheet satisfy elective requirements. The courses highlighted in the purple box can also be found on the electives worksheet and are indicated by a graduation cap symbol. For the arts, students can take courses that earn a full credit or a half credit. Please note, if a student is interested in a half credit course, they must complete the other half credit by choosing a course within the same department for it to satisfy the requirement for the arts. The planning worksheet has the eligible courses broken down by department. Similarly, students can take electives that earn a full credit or a half credit. Here is a visual that can be used for both the arts and electives. Students opting to take half credit courses would select 2 alternating courses or 2 half-year courses, one in the fall and one in the spring. Students cannot pair a half credit alternating course with a half-year spring or fall course. Students who opt to take a half-year course must select 1 course in the fall and 1 course in the spring. Students who are opting to take an academic support must pair that support with a half-credit alternating course. For example, a student taking a math support will need to pair the math support class with a half-credit alternating elective. Similarly, students taking Living Environment Honors will need to do the same for their required Research 1 course. The high school offers a ninth grade curriculum guide which provides descriptions for all courses available to incoming freshmen. Before attending their guidance appointment, students are encouraged to use this guide to learn about courses they are interested in taking. This guide is available on the high school's website, our website, as well as the 8 to 9 Transition Planning Google Classroom. We encourage parents to review the curriculum guide with your child to assist with completing the planning worksheet prior to your child's guidance appointment. The high school also offers an orientation ebook. The ebook serves as a virtual orientation to department information, messages from staff and students, and other useful information. This is another great tool to review with your child as you begin planning. Things we'd like you to consider. Strengths and interests. Please remember, there is something for everyone. Challenge and rigor. Again, remember, Syosset High School has 4 years of opportunity with on-ramps to advancement. And finally, balance. Grade 9 is a transition year. Consider all the changes that you will be adjusting to, and do not overload your child with too much in the first year of high school. Upcoming dates to remember. December 5th, Parent Portal will open for parent review of teacher recommendations. Parents will be notified. Please review the recommendations with your child. If your child is looking to override a recommendation, we encourage parents and students to discuss with teachers first, so students are aware of the expectations for taking higher level courses before making that decision. On December 8th, student counselor appointments will begin. We ask parents and students to keep in mind that student appointments are limited in time, and while we can always meet with your child again, we encourage them to be prepared for their guidance meeting. This means completing the planning worksheet, as well as using the high school curriculum guide and orientation ebook to guide the selection with regard to honors courses, AP courses, and electives, including the arts requirement. Students should have 4 elective options listed on their planning sheet. And on February 4th and 10th, parent-teacher conferences will be held. You do not have to wait until parent-teacher conference to discuss recommendations. You can always email teachers or request a callback. Thank you for joining us today. Please reach out to Ms. Carlea with any questions. Students should have already joined the Google Classroom. This presentation, along with all other forms and resources, will be available on our school website, as well as the 8 to 9 Transition Planning Classroom. Please keep in mind, students looking to override a teacher recommendation will require a signed override form, and students who are looking to drop lunch will also require a signed drop lunch form. Thank you.